Hello, I'm attorney Louis Haskell, and we are still getting inquiries about whether or not it is safe and whether or not it's a good idea to file petitions with USCIS regarding immigration. And so I thought it might be helpful to share this particular case where I just today received a 10-year green card from USCIS. And let me just see what I can do here to kind of show this without giving you too much information, or really any information, I guess is the goal about my client. But this should be good enough that you can see that it is a green card, and it's a 10-year green card. She had married a United States citizen. She received her 2-year green card. But this couple had some tough times. And frankly, they've spent a great deal of time between the time the green card issued and now living separate and apart, frankly, living in separate states. They've reconciled. They've reconciled more than once, I believe, but they've reconciled after spending a lot of time apart. And it's a type of a case that a lot of people would be afraid to bring in the current environment. But they shouldn't be. It was very obvious that these two married in good faith. As unfortunately happens sometimes, they had some difficulties that they needed to work through and had some trouble working through. And these difficulties were quite severe and frankly, quite appropriately, I think, resulted in them living in separate states, or at least living separate and apart. They're still together now. And although USCIS did do an interview in this case, and they did ask questions about what was going on here, the truth came out. And the truth resulted in the Immigration Service coming to the correct decision, because this was a bona fide marriage. These people did marry in good faith, and USCIS saw that. We put together a very good package for them, explained it all. I mean, people try to play games with USCIS, and that's where they get in trouble, because once they see that you're playing games with them, that you're trying to hide the truth, their first inclination is always not to believe you anyway. So when you're giving them reason not to believe you, that's when you get in trouble. And so that's not what we do here. We put the facts on the table, and it enabled USCIS to understand what was going on and to come to the correct decision. So congratulations to my client. You are now a lawful permanent resident, no longer a conditional resident, and frankly, eligible for citizenship. You are a lawful permanent resident from the time the 2-year green card issues, not from the time that the 10-year green card issues. And so what that means is that most people, by the time they receive their 10-year green card, are eligible to naturalize, as she is. But I do have a couple other clients where it is wrong. In one case, my client doesn't want to naturalize now anyway. But in the other, we are having to petition USCIS to correct the green card, to put the correct date of issuance on it, which is the earlier of the two dates, so my client can naturalize. So if you need assistance, please don't hesitate to contact us. We're here to help. Thank you.